If you've been watching our channel for a while, you know that we love our electrolyte slushies.
In fact, we've even done a video about the Ninja Slushie machine.
But we may have found something better.
Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
Welcome back to the channel. So, like we said in the intro, we love our electrolyte slushies. I mean, the bottom line is we live in Florida.
It is hot here, and I don't just want electrolytes. I want frozen electrolytes.
We want fun electrolytes. And we have done a video about the Ninja Slushie machine, and we really do like this machine. But we may have found something that's even better.
The HiCozy F3 Slushie machine.
So this company reached out to us and asked us if we would take a look at their machine. And honestly, at first glance, I was like, I'm not really interested because we already have the Ninja Slushie. However, as I started looking at some of the details about this, I got more and more excited because this thing does some things that the Ninja Slushie doesn't do.
And those things are pretty exciting and have been missing from my life.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually compare the HiCozy to the Ninja Slushie to help you make a decision of which one should you get. And then we're gonna show you the really exciting feature that may just put this over the top. Before we get into comparing this to the Ninja Slushie,
okay,
I wanted to go over some of the features of this unit. And I do want to say this is a very, very easy unit to use. I mean, super easy to use.
So easy, even Rachel can use it.
So easy, even Peyton could use it.
I'm just skipped.
Well, I have 2 grandbabies now. I mean, they're the light of my life. So
Parker can't use it yet.
not yet, but soon.
Soon.
Probably by the time she's about it, when she can walk and press, she'll be go, because it's literally 2 buttons and you're good.
Okay.
Like it very, very easy to use.
What is this?
That is a secret feature.
Put my beer in it?
No, it's not. So basically you can put things like, you know, snow cone cups and stuff like that in there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, it is a really, really
That's
cool
cute.
little secret feature, which we'll talk a little bit about that later on in the video.
All right.
But again, very easy to use. It comes pretty much assembled. And so I wanted to show you pretty much how you have to put it together. So when you get the machine, you do have this thing here. Now I just cleaned this, so ignore all of the water spots. But basically you have your chamber where you're gonna do your mixing, and then it's got the auger, and the auger just slides on to the front like that. And then you just put this in and you just turn it a little bit and it's assembled. After that, you do have like your little drip tray that just slides down on the bottom.
Nice.
We have a top for up here.
Put your top on.
And then there's a little, really, I think it's a decorating shield. Like you don't really need this.
Okay, but it's cute.
It goes up here. And then it comes with a handle and a locking piece for the handle. Now I will say, I didn't read the instructions because I'm a guy and guys don't read instructions. And so when I first did this, I put it on wrong. So all you do is you slide this into the hole, and inside of the little plunger, which we'll show you when we get into cleaning it, there's a little hole in there. This just slides in there, and then you just take this little locking piece, as I'm trying to do this from the side, and it slides in and holds your handle in place.
Oh, how nice. Okay.
So very, very simple. When I first did it again, I'm a guy, I don't read instructions. I had it upside down. It worked, but it didn't make sense. And then when it's in the up position, it's closed. And then when it's in the down position, it releases everything out. So this, like I said, it's a slushie machine, just like your Ninja Slushie. One difference, before we pull that over, so this has a max of 41 ounces, whereas I believe our Ninja Slushie machine is 48 ounces.
Okay.
It does a minimum of, I think it's 20 ounces. It's written here on the side, 22 ounces. And if I remember right, we'll take a look at the machine when we pull it over. If I remember right, the Ninja Slushie is a minimum of 16 ounces. When it comes to turning it on, I think it's easier to operate.
Okay.
So you basically have 2 buttons. We have a round dial button here. You press it, it turns on. Then you have different settings over here. And when you press this button, it changes your different settings. And so whatever you want to make, like a spiked slushie, a milkshake, that kind of thing, you set it on there. It has a cleaning feature, which again, we'll talk about later. But then once you decide which one you want, then this dial, you can change the different levels. So when you first turn it to, say, for example, slushie, it is going to set it to what it thinks is the optimal for a slushie. So like most of them are level 4, but then you could turn it down or up.
Now, if I turn it down or up, what's happening?
So if you turn it, say, like from a level 4 to a level 2, it will not freeze as much.
Okay.
So it'll come out smoother. So if you're like us and you're going to make our slushies,
I want it pretty chilled.
Then you're going to want to basically have it lower because we don't have a lot of sugar. So generally I put it in the 1 to 2, which is usually where they actually have it in their manual. Like it recommends, like, you know, for less sugar options, turn it down a little bit, because if you freeze it too much, it won't come out right, or it could ice up in the machine. So, but it does give you the recommendations. I found with, other than the slushies, the settings that they gave you
was right on.
Was right on, even making my recipes like a keto version. So let's do this. I want to pull in the Ninja Slushie machine, and we're going to give this a really good test. We'll go over some of the different features and compare it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a slushie and see which one makes it better and which one makes it faster. Okay, I did make one little mistake earlier. I think I said this was a 48-ounce capacity on the Ninja Slushie. This is 41 ounces. The Ninja Slushie has a 64-ounce capacity and a 16-ounce minimum. I don't really care about the minimum because who's only going to make 16 ounces.
If I have to clean it, we're going to make a big batch.
Just like the Ninja Slushie, the HiCozy does require sugar. Or you can use allulose in our case, and you can also use alcohol. And inside of the manual, which we'll talk about later, it does have all the different ratios and everything else in there. Other than that, pretty similar unit, you know, in the what it's supposed to do. You have similar functions like milkshake functions, slushy, spiked slushie, you know, you have your frappe. And this one just has one little extra feature.
So this one has like those 2 knobs. What about this one?
This one I don't think is personally as intuitive. You have your touch buttons that are all up here, and then there's these like up and down things. So you kind of have to squint and see like what setting is. Whereas this machine actually has a big number that flashes. It's on level 2, it's on level 3, it's on level 4. Whereas over here, you kind of count the bars and see which setting it's on.
So does number 4, number 2 level kind of translate about the same in Ninja terms?
No, I mean, because this one I think has more of the level, but I don't think that really is a big deal. There is a big difference when it comes to cleaning, but we'll talk about that when we actually clean this machine. This here, the canister up on top is double insulated.
Oh, I like that. It's going to keep it cold.
Whereas this one is single insulated. So I've got 2 things of pre-prepared slushie mix here. So this is salty with electrolytes. And then also we've got our allulose in here. So This is exactly how we did it. If you've ever seen the slushie machine video before, you know exactly how we've put these together. This is another slight difference, by the way, in how you fill it. So this one here does have like a little spout thing here. This one's got a big open container.
This scares me though. I'm going to tell you. I'm always afraid that I like manhandle things too roughly and I'm going to break it off.
Now, I also will say that generally when we pre-make our slushie machine, I keep them in the refrigerator. But I made these earlier and I wanted them cold. It always freezes better when it's cold. But we will go ahead and just pour this in here.
And then this one goes in here.
Now, if you're curious, I want to make sure my head's not cut off on the video. What this is it's 1 bottle of water. Each one has 2 packs of salty electrolytes. There's a link down below. If you use that link, you're going to get 10% off. It has 2 tablespoons of allulose, which is going to take the place of the sugar. So we're going to go ahead and put the cover on here. We're going to go ahead and turn this unit on. You can go ahead and press the power button on that one. We're going to set this. It's already on slushie. To change it, we would just hit the menu button. And when you press the menu button, it just keeps moving it down. This also, by the way, has a cold drink setting. So if you just want a cold drink, it won't freeze. It'll just make it nice and cold. We're going to switch this to level 2. Over here, we're gonna press Slushie, and then we're gonna drop this down to level 2. But you see how like this just has those flashing lights right there? You don't really know what setting it is on. The Ninja Slushie beeped.
Yep.
This one has not beeped yet. But we're gonna go ahead and check it anyway and see where we're at consistency. I will say as I was watching it, and that's something we can say in a difference as well, is this one, the container is clear so that you can actually see what's going on. Is this one is kind of like frosted, so you can't see the consistency as much.
How close we are.
I also just noticed this, because I have not done this comparison. I don't know what the results are. But if you put your hand on here, it's ice cold. If you put your hand on here, like put it down on the chamber itself.
Because it is that double
It's double
thickness.
walled.
Yeah.
I also noticed that this one is spinning a lot faster than that one.
I always assume that that's going to be that it's still liquidy and not frosty at all.
Yeah.
But I can't see.
But what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually pour out of here, and we're gonna pour out of here even though it hasn't beeped yet, and see where are we at consistency wise. Because I was watching it and this thing was like thickening up and thickening up and thickening up. And I'm almost wondering, like at this point, is it too thick? It looks like it's not gonna come out well, but we'll really have to see. So we'll start off with this one. And this one is like barely coming out. It's almost like it's too frozen at the second setting. Okay, it's starting to come out a little bit better. And it's definitely like a frozen slushie.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a straw because the question is, it has to be straw drinkable.
Right.
Okay, ready?
It's good.
Very good. Straw drinkable.
Salty is delicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I always put it on the 2 setting. This one I've only run a slushie in it twice, and I've put it on the 2 setting. But maybe that's high because this one goes to 10, and I believe this unit only goes to 8.
Okay.
So that could be a difference. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one. This one seems a little bit more frozen.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna say is this one definitely probably should be on a lower setting because it's obviously frozen more than the other machine. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you right off the bat in looking at this, I'm trying to mix it a little bit. This one, what's a good way to describe this? The one from the Ninja Slushie is almost like little mini ice pieces. Think slush puppies.
Okay.
Right? If you ever went to a baseball game or something.
I love slush
remember,
puppies.
or some convenience stores had slush puppies. This one is more like a Slurpee consistency.
Yes.
It's a finer ice. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Let's see if we can drink it. It's a Slurpee.
Yeah.
It's a Slurpee and it's a slush puppy.
That's gonna be the difference. So which one do you think like has a better taste? Like the flavor coming through more?
I like the Slurpee version. I like this better, but then I like more frozen. You like things more liquidy. So what
I just
do
want to
you
be able
like?
to drink it. I actually like this machine better.
Okay.
I think they both produce a good slushie.
Yeah.
Again, this one is giving you more of a Slurpee. This one is giving you more of like a cross between a slush puppy and a Slurpee.
Right.
The ice is just like a little bit chunkier, not a lot chunkier, but a little bit chunkier. And I think part of that is because the auger on this machine runs very slow.
Oh, okay.
So it's giving more time for the slushy mixture to have exposure to the cylinder, and then it slides it off. Whereas this machine, the auger is running much faster. So it's kind of giving you that different consistency.
Because I'm going to say it's more like a slush puppy, but not completely like a slush puppy, because the slush puppy was able to achieve like individual beads.
Yes.
Almost.
Like I
this
said,
is not doing that.
Cross between a slush puppy and a Slurpee, where it's kind of like a Slurpee as it began to melt. Or a slush puppy as it began to melt, rather. But overall, I think they both did a great job with making your slushie.
I'm a happy girl.
And so I do like that. But this thing has one more feature, and that's what we want to get into now.
Now, this is the feature I am most excited about, because not only do I love slushies, I also love ice cream. And more importantly, soft serve ice cream.
Yeah, I think this is where the HiCozy is going to really beat out the Ninja Slushie for a lot of people, including ourselves. Because not only is the HiCozy F3 a slushie maker, a spiked slushie maker, a milkshake maker, a frappe maker, but it also makes soft serve ice cream.
Now, I know that Ninja does make a product that will help you make soft serve ice cream. We bought it and returned it because it was just too complicated and just too much to clean.
Yeah, because it's not really a soft serve ice cream machine. What it really is an advanced Ninja creamy, where you first make a creamy and then you blend the creamy and then you have to move it over to get soft serve. It's a lot of steps, and in my opinion, a pain in the neck to clean. But this is a direct soft serve ice cream, and we want to show you how this works, because I'm really, really excited about it. Because not only can you make good soft serve ice cream in here, you don't even need to use a product like Keto Chow, though you can use a product like Keto Chow. So I have my own recipe for ice cream here.
Okay, are you going to share this recipe?
Not in this video. The video will be too long. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come out with a future video on how to make this ice cream. But this ice cream, here's the best part, is only 4 ingredients. And it really only needs 3 ingredients.
Hello.
But 4 ingredients, and if you go to the store and take a look at like some of the keto-friendly ice creams, there's a lot more than 4 ingredients.
Ingredient list that long.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take my ice cream mixture. Think about like when you would go to Dairy Queen and McDonald's and watch them fill up their soft serve machine. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and pour our ice cream mixture in here. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here, we're gonna turn on the unit, and then we're gonna come down to soft serve ice cream. And then from there, it's got some settings here, just like with the slushie. We're gonna leave it on the default setting of 4, and we're gonna start the unit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait and see how long does it take for us to get soft serve ice cream. I mean real soft serve ice cream, not like something that you're getting from Wendy's, like a frosting.
Right.
Okay, our ice cream is ready.
Yay.
So that took just over 26 minutes for it to begin beeping, saying the ice cream was ready. So we're gonna take our glass here, and we're gonna go ahead, we'll actually do it this way. I'm trying to get a good image while I'm working backwards. And we're gonna let our ice cream out, and look at that.
Hello.
Does that not look like a Carvel type ice cream? Look at that.
I'm gonna need to
soft
taste it.
serve.
I'm gonna need to taste it though.
So we got one for you.
Oh my gosh, yes, look at that.
And we got another one for me.
I wanna eat that dollop so badly, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be good.
Gotta wait.
Yeah. You know, there's like a whole technique to this. Like Dairy Queen, I know there's like a whole, they have to teach people how to make this little twisty.
Let's go ahead and put this off to the side, and then we'll try our ice cream. Okay.
Are you proud of me? I waited.
You waited?
Yes.
Okay, you ready? Look at that. I mean, that is soft serve ice cream.
Yeah.
And we got something even better to show you in a minute.
Dink. Mmm. That is delicious.
It is so creamy.
I really appreciate this consistency. I love when we make, you know, ice cream in the Ninja Creamy, but this is just a totally different experience because soft serve.
It's true soft serve ice cream. I'm no kidding. this recipe that I came up with literally tastes like it came from Carvel. Do they even still have Carvel?
I don't know, but you know where it transports me back to? We used to have like Pioneer Day at church where they would like make soft serve type ice cream, you know, like old timey way, like Pioneer way. And this is what it tastes like.
And if you think about it, okay, here's the thing. Holidays are here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have Halloween, you have Thanksgiving coming, you have Christmas parties, you're gonna have kids and grandkids at your house.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna give them a treat. And here you can have something and not feel guilty about giving them something that is loaded with sugar because, oh, by the way, this is a 0 sugar, 0 chemical recipe.
Right.
You could make them slushies. If you're having an adult party, you can have spiked slushies. And, I mean, this is just delicious. And for me, the soft serve ice cream feature, it just makes this machine beat out the Ninja Slushie every single day of the week.
Just like you're saying, because of the fact that you can make the soft serve ice cream as well as the slushie, and just like what you were saying, hey, the holidays are coming, this is happening, that is happening. If you tapped out of your eating plan and allowed in, I'm just gonna have some soft serve like Dairy Queen, just full sugar stuff, you know, just during the holidays, you're talking 25 interactions, right? This is not a small season. So I think having this around is gonna make just every night of the week special. But if you are having like a special moment where you wanna impress guests, baby, this is it.
I mean, and again, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you, get the HiCozy machine, make this ice cream, have a party, and then challenge them to know that this is a sugar-free ice cream.
Right.
Nobody will know that this is a sugar-free ice cream recipe. You just won't know. I honestly, I gotta pat myself on the back for this recipe. And again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the bell button because we're gonna release this recipe in the near future. And it might work without the HiCozy, but honestly, I created it specifically for the HiCozy, but wait, there's more. This is the batch that I made yesterday.
Okay.
You know how when you make like ice cream in your Ninja Creamy, you can't put it back in the freezer.
No, you have to do the process.
It becomes an ice block. How about this?
Oh my gosh. It's still ice cream.
Now, you have ice cream like you were buying, you know, a gallon or a half a gallon of, it's been so long, of like Breyer's ice cream.
I was just thinking Breyer's ice cream.
This is completely scoopable.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
So we've got our ice cream in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna empty out the machine into this bowl. Then I'm gonna smooth it out with a spatula.
I love that.
I'm gonna stick this back in the freezer. Now we have ice cream for the future. Then I'm gonna show you how to clean the machine. Okay, let's show you how to clean this machine because cleaning it is super easy.
All right, I like that.
It has a cleaning cycle.
You have me. You have my attention.
Now, when it comes to like your slushies, cleaning is generally pretty easy because you're basically just dealing with frozen water and your flavor or whatever. But this is ice cream.
You've got a fat source now.
There's fat in there. So, you know, that's a little bit more difficult to clean out. First thing you need to do. Now, I'm going to say this is another place where I think this outshines the Ninja Slushie machine. And I'll show you why in a minute. But the first thing you have to do, and I've made this mistake.
Close it?
Yes. You would not have been happy if you saw the first time I did this. You have to make sure your handle's all the way up. Otherwise, as soon as you go to clean it,
it's going to push it out.
All the water shows up all over the counter and the floor. Ask me how I know.
The things this countertop has already seen.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some water. This is hot water, not boiling hot, about 115, 120 degrees. And I'm just gonna put like a little squirt of soap in here.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna pour it up here into the top. Next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to the cleaning cycle. So we're gonna press the power button, then we're gonna press the menu button until we go all the way to the bottom, and that's the clean extrude cycle. So that is going to basically run the machine, but the freezing part won't work. It'll just push everything out.
Push everything out.
Then we're gonna press the button and watch. It's gonna start sloshing all of the water and that soap around.
Reminds me of a Vitamix.
Yeah, pretty much like self-cleaning kind of thing.
Right.
So we're gonna let this run for just a couple of seconds. I'm letting that soap do its job. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put our pitcher back underneath here and we're gonna open it up. We're gonna let all that water drain out. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the machine. We're gonna go dump this and then put some more water in there. And I'm gonna do this a couple of times. And again, you have to do it less if you're dealing with like a slushy, but because I'm dealing with a fat source, I wanna make sure I get this nice and clean. Remember what I said that you have to do when you go to clean it?
He went to pour more water in it.
And I had it
was down.
Fortunately, I caught it early enough that we didn't flood the whole kitchen. Now to clean it the rest of the way, we're gonna take it apart. And this is another place where I think that this beats out the slushy. To take it apart, you don't have this big lever that I always like have a hard time fiddling with. We just simply twist it just a little bit. Okay, so you're basically going from like 12 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
Aw.
And then we pull it out. From there, your whole barrel is clean. We can take this piece, and this is dishwasher safe.
Oh, wow.
So you can go stick this in a dishwasher. Then what I'll usually do is take a rag and just wipe everything out.
Sure.
Now this does come apart a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the pin out for the handle. That takes your handle off. This comes out, and then your plunger in there, you can remove the plunger. And that is where their cleaning tools come in. We just kind of push this down like this. We pull the plunger out.
Got it.
Then again, in your sink, you can take your little cleaning piece and come up here and clean out everything with some soap and water, and then reassemble the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
Now, this is gonna lead me to one complaint I have. We'll get into pros and cons in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a double chamber, double wall thing.
Which keeps it really cold.
You can only wash the inside. So there is a space, I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but there is a space between the inner chamber and the outer piece.
Okay.
Now, that's not gonna get dirty, but when you're cleaning it, you can get moisture buildup, especially when you're putting it in the sink or if you're putting it in a dishwasher. Now on the bottom here, there is a little chamber to help drain out that water.
Aww.
Okay, but what's gonna happen is you're gonna get water also up here in the top between the two walls, and you're just gonna have to let that dry on its own, which will eventually probably create some water spots or something like that.
Okay.
But again, it's not getting any of your ice cream mixture, your slushy mixture in there. It's just like, it's an air place in there, and so it's a place for water while you're cleaning to get in. So that is one slight con. Like, I love the double wall, but it would be better to me if that double wall, and I don't even know, like, I'm not an engineer.
No.
But I don't even know if that's possible. But I wish that it was just like a sealed double wall, almost like your, like, you know, tumblers.
Okay.
Where there's a double wall, there's an air in there, but nothing can get in there. So that would be my only complaint when it comes to cleaning it. But let me show you when it comes to cleaning this versus the Ninja Slushie. Let me go grab that container. Okay, so here is the container for the Ninja Slushie.
And what do you not like about it?
Couple things. First of all, you have your front piece here. Okay, so this comes off, and this is very difficult to clean. So if you look here, like you have your handle here, you have a lot of like grooves and stuff here, like little silicone washers.
Right.
And it's honestly a pain to clean, especially when you're dealing with milk products. Like if you're making a milkshake or a frappe or something like that. There's just a lot of little nooks and crannies in here. My biggest complaint with this machine, because again, you can still sort of get your hand up in here, but the problem is there's a lot of places you can't get to. Like when you come over here where you pour stuff in, like again, you have a lot of little grooves, no easy way to get in there. And you may not be able to spot it on camera. But if you look closely, you see this black stuff.
Ooh, stuff gets stuck in there.
So this unit has been cleaned over and over and over again. But the way they have this, it's not a one-piece unit. It's basically like you have this outer piece and then the end, and it's like the end is pressed on, and there's some kind of like a silicone sealant that holds the back to the front. Well, the problem is, if you look, it's built up mildew on that silicone sealant. There is zero way to get to that.
So you can't take it apart and put it back together. You cannot take it apart. You can't
take the back off of this and get into that. And every time I look at this thing, I feel dirty. I mean, again, it's not touching your liquid.
Right.
But at the same point, what's happened here is moisture has gotten up in that little area, and then it's dried and it's caused mildew. So like, no, it's not touching your food, but
presentation.
It makes me feel dirty. Whereas when you look at this unit, it's all one piece. You don't have that situation there where the stuff is getting inside of it. You just have the double wall chamber. And so when it comes to cleaning it, even though the Slushie machine does have a cleaning feature,
it can't get to that either.
This is much more difficult and much more of a pain to clean.
So do you want to talk about pros and cons?
Yes, but before we do, I think we forgot to go over what the unit comes with.
All right.
Okay, so here's what it comes with. Obviously, it comes with the machine, the cover. It comes with your little tray that I really like. I also like the way it pushes in.
Yeah.
So that you it's not going to move around. But it also comes with a couple of little accessories. So it comes with your brush for your nozzle.
Right.
It comes with a storage bag for that. It took me a long time to figure out what this little nozzle thing is. And what this is, it goes up on the end, and it's a cake decorating nozzle. So
you get like this shape of ice cream is like a star?
Yeah, you can make like a fancy design with your ice cream. Like maybe you're making an ice cream cake, or maybe you're making cupcakes and then you want to put ice cream on the top or something like that.
So fun.
Here's the other thing that it came with that really excited me, because when I first saw the machine, I'm like, well, I don't like that. And that is this little pin here that holds the handle on. I love the idea that it comes off and it allows you to take off the handle. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm going to lose that. I'm the guy that loses a receipt between going to the cash register and getting to my car.
I did not say it. His wife did not say it. You said it.
I lose things constantly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to lose that. Well, they give you a spare.
Thank you.
So I really like that. They give you a little pamphlet. They give you a user manual. And then they also give you a guidebook. And the guidebook's got recipes in it.
Okay.
So a lot of the recipes in here are not like keto friendly. You will be able to like keto-fy some of them.
But it's a nice gift.
It's a nice gift.
As a gift, I want you to give me something with it.
It also explains, again, and this will help with, for keto, like ratios. Like you need X amount of alcohol if you're going to make a spiked slushie. You need X amount of sugar, which in our case, just use allulose to make a slushie. So it really will help you to figure out like things and just find the appropriate keto version. When it comes to ice cream, your only solution is allulose or xylitol. Okay, so please do me a favor. Don't email me when we make our recipe video. Can I use erythritol or stevia?
What about stevia?
You can't. Erythritol will crystallize as soon as it gets cold. So it's either allulose or xylitol. I prefer allulose. Xylitol is not zero on the glycemic index, and it's also deadly for dogs, so I prefer not to use that. Pros and cons, where do you want to start?
I want to start with a pro, and that is it's one machine. I like the fact that if I don't have a Ninja Creami at all, and I want ice cream and I want slushies, here we go.
Right.
I mean, I don't have that same consistency from the creamy that you're used to, But with your recipe that you're going to be sharing, I do have a more like freezable and eat it again later ice cream.
Now, I will say, I did test this with Keto Chow, and it will make ice cream with Keto Chow, but you have to add allulose.
Okay.
I'll also say that it should be a higher fat Keto Chow. Like, don't try this with 2 ounces of heavy cream. It's going to be a minimum of 4 to 5 ounces of heavy cream if you're making a Keto Chow in here, because the water will just freeze up. It won't work.
Yeah.
But you can make, and we shared it. I gave you a little sample of it during your Wednesday live stream. Another reason to join the Mighty Network's paid group. You get little insider secrets like that. So it will work, but it's just got to be higher fat, and you have to add allulose to it. What I would say with that, I really like that. Honestly, like, you could buy an ice cream machine, but now you have 2 machines.
Right.
So I like the fact that I now get slushies and ice cream. And it made the ice cream in just 26 minutes. So it's not like I'm waiting for an hour.
So I might have a con. How much is it?
So at the time of recording this video, I believe it's $369. I'll put it up on the screen, especially if I'm wrong, on Amazon.
How does that compare to a Ninja Slushie?
Roughly the same price if you're buying it from their website.
Okay, so it doesn't have the brand recognition that Ninja has.
Right.
So, you know.
Which could be actually, it could be a pro.
Right. But I like the fact that I can get it off Amazon because I get the Amazon return policy. But it's about the same price.
About the same price, but it gets better. So again, when they reached out to us, I decided that we would make the video. They don't get to see it ahead of time. They gave us the unit for free, right?
Right. Thank you.
So they don't get to see the video ahead of time. Sometimes I'll let companies see the video, but they don't get to say anything about it other than I'll let them say, did I quote something wrong? Did I say that the size is wrong or something like that? But they don't ever get to give us criticism or say, well, I wanted this shot in there or that kind of thing.
That's a 2KK thing.
That's our policy. They don't have a say in how we make the video. But I was pretty emphatic that we want a discount code.
Yay.
So down below in the description box is the link for you to buy it on Amazon. Along with that, there is a code for Amazon. You just go to, on the payment section, go to promo, and you enter that code in. And I believe the coupon is worth $60 off. So now you're less than a Ninja Slushie.
That's a lot.
And again, it's an ice cream maker.
Yeah.
So you're getting 2 machines in one.
Well, is there any con that comes to your mind?
I'm going to give you a couple of little cons for me. I showed you the one with the cleaning. My only other real con with this machine is the lid. So it's very easy when you're pouring stuff in here because you got this little tiny hole and you got to pour it in, and there's no like well up on the side.
So you could have overflow.
So it's very easy to have it start coming down the machine. Whereas when you look at the Ninja Slushie, you've got that big opening and you can pour it in there. You're not going to miss.
So take your time.
You're going to have something with a spout, like my Vitamix or
a funnel?
No, not a funnel. With your measuring
Pyrex?
cup, your Pyrex cups. I'm just not thinking there.
Spout of some sort.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to pour it nice and slow. I wish that the sides of this came up a little bit so that when you fill it in, it goes down there. I do like the grates to make sure that you're not putting nuts or anything like that, because that's just gonna break the machine.
So you're not making chocolate chip ice cream by putting chocolate chip batter in here.
No.
Okay.
So that would probably be my biggest con is that piece right there. And then just the only other, it's a ticky-tack con is this thing. I constantly forget to put it up.
That's a Joe thing.
I wish it would lock into place a little bit better.
Okay.
Or maybe like when you first turn on the machine, not work if it's in the down position.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
You know, like I don't know if that's
Safety.
even possible. Again, not an engineer.
Right.
But other than that, I have no cons. I think it's pros galore. Ice cream maker, slushie maker, the price is good, all of that stuff.
So here's my question, because we've gotten both. You got on the shelf a Ninja Slushie, and you've got this on the shelf. Which one are you reaching for right now?
Well, I'm going to tell you 2 things. Number 1, my Ninja Slushie will now be going up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. I'm honest, it's going up for sale. Number 2, when we moved into this house, Rachel was like, stuff can't live on the countertop. This is living on the countertop.
Okay.
Okay, so I built a kitchen so that I can have twice as much countertop as I used to have.
But not twice as many appliances.
At least the same amount.
Right.
This will live on the countertop because this is the machine that if I put it away, I'm not going to use it. But if it's out, I'm probably going to use it every day. Oh, I do have one more con.
Okay.
So when the machine is done, it goes into the cool phase. So it runs, it freezes, it goes into a cool phase. The cool phase only goes for 2 hours. I don't like that. It could be a pro, it could be a con. So with the Ninja Slushie, we literally have had times where we made a slushie, I forgot about it, we went into the RV, and the next day we came out and we're still making slushie for 24 hours, and electricity is expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas this machine, when it gets to the cool phase, 2 hours, it's gonna keep it like in that slushie or the ice cream form. Then the machine's gonna go to standby mode, so it's gonna start to defrost.
I think that that's a reasonable thing for it to do.
Yeah, so, but again, for us, like during the summer, it was nice with the slushie machine to make a big giant batch of slushie and just, it was running all day. And whenever we wanted to grab an electrolyte slushie, we just came in and poured it. Whereas this is only going to run it for 2 hours.
Then you have to turn it back on.
And then you're going to have to turn it back on. Let us know what you think down in the comment section. Again, we'll leave the link down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can see that new recipe video that will be coming very soon.
It's good.
If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at the video we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent videos I'm gonna put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we're making ice cream, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.